Well, I don't think the idea of you guys
No, they're here,
singing
no
an
one.
intro is gonna work.
No, I didn't.
So I guess I'll introduce everybody, since I'm the only one who stayed quiet.
Okay.
I'm the Oscar HHH jury, as I might be referred to during the podcast. Our other host here is Fang Ride.
Up.
Say that again, sorry?
What's up? I just waited for any orders if you could see me.
What's that scratchy
Yes,
noise?
somebody is making a lot of background noise and trying to figure out who it is. But so I
Or
couldn't
picking
understand
out.
you. And then we have two guests because we thought I was going to be the only host here, so I decided to get two people for guests instead of just our first guest. So the second one we got today is our friend Carrot, who was supposed to be on another time.
But hey, I'm here.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. How's your map coming?
Good. Just about done.
Great to hear. And our guest we've had since literally 5 minutes after the last podcast was recorded is our friend Orange 1095,
Hello?
also known as the maker
Better
of
known
the
as
dream.
Orange.
Hey, just in case, his mother might be watching or something, then she might want to know who's Orange. Wait, if your mother's watching, hi Orange's mother.
My mother will not be watching. She's not really competent at internet. At internet,
do I
not
internet?
like...
What's internet?
Yeah.
Okay, so our topics for today in order are Emerald Dream Tree, as it's going to be made fun of.
It's actually pronounced free.
I don't appreciate having that, said. Then we will be talking about Pantheon, made by, well, I'm
Everyone.
going to say made as in mainly developed by Fang Ride, who happens to be sitting here,
And Hybrin and Zap and lots of other people.
but you're special.
You should name every
I'm
single
just,
one.
I'm the guy that
now.
updates everything.
Yeah, you're the cool one of you.
He's a janitor.
You're the one I actually
I'm
love
the
talking.
janitor cat.
Have you heard the, like... I don't know what it's called, but it's like this song where they sing all the countries.
Nope. It's a
You
cool
should
idea.
do that, but all the map makers in Pantheon.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. I could do the hydrogen, the elements.
Yeah,
song.
like that.
Oh my god. If you need help, I'll join you, even though I can't sing.
Let me get my list open and I'll rip into it.
Alright, and we also have, what's that other map called? Amma Caves, which we are all
Amma Caves,
flying around
yep.
in, because I'm the only one who
Yep.
seems to have played it. Everyone else is...
We're jumping
I
around
think-
in it as we speak.
I just
right
realised I've actually got my sound on in Minecraft, so that's going to be playing over the top of it.
now. Fair enough.
Oh well, it'll be
Yeah,
like
so-
a half LP.
Yeah,
So to
hey, you guys
recap.
can watch it.
To recap, we're doing Emerald Dream 3 Keystone first, then we're launching into discussion about Pantheon, and then we'll finish up with Ima Caves.
Which,
There you go.
in that order for reason, because you
In
guys...
that order. Yep. And by the way, who is Ima Caves by? Since you didn't say that yet.
Vito... Oh damn it, I can't remember the rest. Vito Productions or something?
Yep. Vito Productions.
Nice.
Okay.
We know our facts so well.
Yeah, like,
Right.
it's not like we've been
so
sitting
well
here and
prepared,
Skype for 2
fine.
hours. Figures.
Who was
like,
Emerald Dreams made by?
No,
Anything else?
anyone, who made Emerald Dream? No, really, who made Emerald
I'm
Dream?
not sure, actually. That's a good question.
This is this
Orange,
guy.
you know who made it?
It is.
Orange, you know who made it? Emerald Dream?
No, I can't think of who made it.
Have you even played it yet?
No.
I think he did a little bit of testing, but that's it.
Yeah. Something like that. Alright, so Emerald Dream first, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I'll load up Emerald Dream.
Wait, there's going to be an explosion. Hang on.
Boom! So the
Uh,
guy looks-
wait for it. There we go.
The
Boom.
overview.
That was actually a nice explosion. Okay.
is that all of a boom you have?
Yep, let's talk about stuff. Talk about
about-
Give
sex!
the general overview, I guess,
what?
and then we'll do reviews.
And a mommy spider and a daddy spider love each other very much.
Where did that come from?
Me accenting again.
If I wonder how I said take him to get into my accent. Please don't start with it. Maybe after.
Oh, but I like
So-
that.
Emerald Dream 3 is, to me, is one of the most original maps I've played. It came with a full-blown good story that's Yeah, not a a full story that everything is pictured out for you, which I really like.
Not an adventure map.
It sure has that adventure map feel in some areas, though, and it turned out.
Certainly not just a straight adventure map.
No.
Yeah, and
More
it's not
than
just
an adventure map.
and it's not just you go get your 16 wool or anything. Ooh,
In fact, you don't
there
even get wool.
Ooh, there was a coin in there.
13 emeralds.
Yeah, there's
You have-
coins everywhere though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the goal is to collect emeralds.
yeah, and each
That's
emerald
the
has.
title Emerald Dream, because if you were collecting something that wasn't
Oh, I just got blown up.
that's funny.
Death counter 3.
Death counter 1, I think. Oh, I need to turn the death counter on. I need to make my own death counter.
The map started very, very. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first because I had to do, a bit of farming. Is how I thought of it at first, and I didn't know what I thought of that. But as it progressed, and I finished that area, and I moved on to other ones, I realized how good that really made the map. Throughout the map, your area, well, where you started, kept getting more flush, more, repopulated, and they finally seemed to have got their crap together again after your help.
I really liked that. It was a progression of the area because you would go to a different version of the area as your story and game progressed. Very impressive. Very impressive, both stylistic and useful choice. I really liked it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd recommend this map to anyone. Like, I'm into, the hardest CTMs, and...
So I'm gonna be Mr. Harsh here, and I would recommend the first half of the map to everybody.
Okay.
Fair
Could I
enough.
finish, and then you could say why?
Yep, go ahead.
Well, during this map, it's not meant to kill you, Emerald Dream Maker, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Insert his voice here.
Whomever Orange, I mean
Hello.
the map maker.
He's not a guest on this podcast, is he?
No, why would he be a guest on this podcast? Nobody knows him, man. Like, nobody here has ever spoken to him ever. He's
Yeah.
he's that guy that we all want to know, but just don't know. It's like
Yeah,
Ashton
okay.
Kutcher, man.
I just want this money. I don't want to know the guy.
Display.
Sweet. Spider Jack.
Sign.
What the hell does that sign say? So I'm fine around it. Yes, I know this looks dirty. No comment.
Yes.
There we go.
But it started off rather easy, and as you progress, getting better items, the map never really got to the point of overly hard, in my opinion. It was always you gotta still do some work as you're playing, but you never had to just sit there and think, how am I gonna preserve this stuff? I don't have enough stuff.
Oh, that wasn't something that was definitely not something I was worried about. I feel
Yeah,
like
there's plenty
the
of loot.
loot balance was really strong and that there was just a lot of it,
Yeah.
which helps you recover better, but it wasn't so...
It
I don't...
Yeah.
Like
I
the chest
I didn't
Yeah,
like doing the whole Vex Inferno Mine style, like everything has loot drops and every chest is filled to the brim with loot.
That has made me hate random loot, that
Yeah.
map. I
Yeah.
never use random loot because of that map.
Yeah,
I mean-
I've used it, and I think I'm gonna get rid of all of it in my map, and just do the chest myself.
I use
That's
random
one thing
loot,
that-
but
maps.
I use it to sort of pre-populate a chest before I go and have like add my own stuff to it.
Like coins or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked those coins. That actually gave me a good incentive to actually check everything because they were
Yeah.
all valuable.
Yeah, because in some maps, Skyward Descent, you have a
On like
lot
the
of...
first intersection, you have like everything you need.
Yeah, by the time you're done intersection 2, you don't want to check any more loot chests.
I swear I
course,
had
that's
like
for
3
the
diamond
lights.
chest
By the
plates.
time you finish area 2, you don't ever want to check a chest.
Yeah, you're like full diamond armor.
I actually did.
Yeah, I legitimately was in full diamond by the time I finished. Holy shit.
I had it. I wasn't wearing
I had
it.
like 3 diamond leggings by the first
Yeah.
intersection or second intersection or
I
something.
mean, yeah, once you cleared that blaze spawner in Hane's Disgrace, it was just like everything. But anyway, yes, Emerald Dream.
Yeah, we
and
did that. You missed
what
out last.
what I'd like to do was I would give all the monsters, they'd have some form of loot, but it would just be like some XP bottles and whatever armor they're wearing or their weapons,
Yeah, which is
I
fair.
noticed that, and I liked that.
which I think is better than like, oh, this spider is randomly
This thing
dropping
drops
enchanting books.
Three swords, an enchantment book, a crafting table, and 2 pickaxes.
It was
Fill up
crazy.
your inventory with 2 monsters.
Yeah.
That's-
Or like
that's
it'll,
true,
a
though, I
skeleton
don't
randomly dropping slime. I mean, what's that about?
It was called Ghost Ectoplasm. So,
I think it's called Ghost Ball.
Yeah, I guess it had a little bit of lore to it, I suppose. I mean,
Yep.
that is a legitimate way of making it so that players can always have slime, or can always have like fire resist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
Although at that point you didn't really have anything to make
No.
stuff with, but yeah.
indeed.
And as we were saying with the custom mobs, we're trying to stay in inventory, and we're just not doing a good job. But in the map, Inferno Mines, you have to kill a wither skeleton with some buffs to get the water bottles.
Yeah.
I didn't bother potioning because of that. I don't like them.
Did I just hear someone fart in the background? Because I know it wasn't on my end.
I don't
No,
think
that
so.
was a creeper explosion from me.
As soon as you get to Ember Castle, then you have infinity potions.
Okay, anyway.
Do you have a favorite area, map maker, wherever you are?
My favourite area would, let me think. It would either
Wait,
be
is anyone
second.
noticing Orange isn't talking at all? Man, did he just go home or something?
Alright,
What?
let's go ahead and let's stay on topic here. Alright. So yeah, what was your favorite area to make?
I liked what was it called? Deep Sea Terminal. That was I did personally. I think I did that in quite a. I don't know what to describe. I just really like the way I designed that. I think it looks kind of genuine, and it also looked very nice in my opinion. Even if it's
Yeah, I
quite
agree.
plain in
I
the
really
fact that it's
liked it the
just
first
glass
time
tunnels.
around. I felt like it got a little annoying at times, but I liked it the first time around. But when I had to go through it again, I got a little annoyed.
Yeah.
The second when I played it in the final area or whatever, it wasn't actually that bad. The other areas,
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It really was just the same thing, but just I was so tired of all the spawners by that point.
it
Yeah.
was a bit.
I'm
Just yeah, like I was saying about criticism is that I feel like the first half of the map was really strong. It was fun. It wasn't obscenely challenging. It was just strong enough or hard enough to be you know,
Fun.
fun,
Yeah.
enjoyable. But then when we hit the second half of the map, it started just becoming clusterfuck of spawners.
yeah.
Like crazy, and it wasn't that it was overwhelming, but it was just that it was annoying to be just constantly swinging my sword and then
Yeah.
boringly dealing with hunger and then constantly swinging my sword some more.
I do see what you mean, and I have
Yeah.
been watching some videos about gameplay design, and
Yeah.
I've kind of learned about this thing called difference of kind. And what you're talking about is this thing called difference of scale, which is where you just add more and more things, like incrementally add more and more. Whereas difference in kind is like, say, the final area is over void,
Yeah.
with knockback skeletons rather than just more skeletons, regular skeletons and zombies
Yep.
and spiders.
It's a development of that type of mob. So
Yeah.
as you progress through the map, you're gonna find a stronger and stronger version of it.
Yeah.
Now, I think my problem was, like you were saying with the map, is that there wasn't much of a difference of kind. It was just
Yeah.
more of those same mobs. So you would introduce a mob, and then just more and more and more of them would appear.
Yeah. I think if you ignored like the final area and one or two of the ending areas, you wouldn't have noticed that
Yeah.
difference in
I
scale
think
thing.
the biggest perpetrator of that was the snow-based area, as well as the flame-based area.
I
Yeah.
was about to bring
those
up
two were
the
the-
snow.
The two that I really just disliked.
Yeah, the snow area was my least favorite too.
The
It was
snow
Now,
area.
One thing I really liked, I have to compliment you on that, was that use of the giants with the ghasts. That was
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
I did
Thank you.
not expect that. So when I walked into the Jack and the Giant Slayer area, I was like, what is he gonna do? Stack like 30 zombies on top of each other? Walk in, gassed with a giant. And I'm like, holy shit, he made it work?
Yeah.
They
And
weren't
the thing
actually
is, you have to tell me the story earlier.
No, they weren't too difficult. I don't
Yeah,
think.
'cause you can't spawn them normally, but you know, if you stack that gas, sure, they'll happily come along.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the gas, though, is the thing.
Is I had the pigman, Well, they would
Yeah,
have
that's what
spawned
I-
with a ghast, but I had a pigman on top of it for
You
some
had a-
reason.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You stuck a pigman on it so it would actually spawn.
I don't know why I stuck a pigman on it. I think it's because it makes it easier for it to spawn.
It
It would
spawns-
spawn with just a ghast.
Yeah, because if you didn't put the pigman there, it would not have spawned the giant.
I think it would, because the pigman, the ghast is the top the ghast is the one that determines how it spawns. If I didn't have the pigman, so ghast can spawn in daylight.
Yeah, but pigmen just are unshutdownable. You can actually shut down a gas spawn by light.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it just requires an obscenely high light level. Like you have to case it in glowstone.
15 is the max light level.
Yeah,
And
but
I think what you
Every
would have
single
done
little-
when you did that was that you would have actually removed the spawning spaces by putting torches there or something, because they have a 5x5 by 5x5x5 spawning space that they need, which is very hard to.
Vex made use of that one of it in his Uncharted territory too. Also. But pigmen, especially if you widen their spawn radius, are almost impossible to shut down without killing the spawner.
Yeah,
Right.
Because their spawn requirements are so minuscule.
yeah. In my previous map, I actually used pigman spawners just because they spawn in daylight and my map was like open to the air. But
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
discovered better ways of doing that now.
since
you
we're
just
talking about
Stick a
Emerald
mob on
Dream,
top of a pigman.
Yeah.
which is the one that Wunderpod is playing right now?
He's playing Dominion,
Like,
which is my second map.
The 70 episodes or something.
Oh, that's Emerald Dream 1. That I'm not actually very proud of that. Well, I think it's reasonably good, but I'm not proud of it just because every
You think
area
you could
is
do
like a
better?
massive slog to get through, and each area takes like 5 hours. Well, not really 5 hours, but each area takes way too long. I mean, when I
Yeah, I
made
wasn't
it,
impressed
I was
with
really
that.
proud of it, but now
I think
just
I'm gonna
think
be
it's
the only person like on the forums that is actually not wanting to remake their first map, like when they're gonna be done with it. Because I've been working on my map for over a year.
yeah. Well,
And you're on the second.
I think
your
I made
second-
mean,
my
not
I think I made my first map like at least a year ago, and I made it without playing any CTM maps.
Oh.
In fact, I've actually only completed one CTM map
And that besides yours,
besides mine. Yeah,
what was that?
that was Uncharted Territories 2.
Not a bad starting.
No.
But yeah, like I was saying about the map is a lot of the areas were very creative, but then right around the time when we hit the end, the areas just started feeling very repetitive. In that, since I was encountering the same mobs over and over, it just felt like a different skin for the same mob,
Yeah,
I agree.
and it got a little annoying.
yeah.
I think the Nether and the snow area were the worst for me. But
Yeah,
other than-
those were the two that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
Especially because I don't have a very good computer, which means that nether area was just me randomly hopping about and hoping that I don't lag too much.
Yeah. The problem I had with that area is I actually made a completely different version before, which was more in tune with my original idea for the name Super Lava, which was basically everything was made of lava, and the final thing was like a lava water fusion ball thing, and you had to jump into it and then swim around in these tunnels. And
Kind of like pain water.
a little bit, but the problem was if you placed a block anywhere, you
would
just lag
to death.
insanely because
Yeah.
there would be massive trails of lava everywhere.
Ironically, you guys might think that I'm a psycho for this, but that's actually how I made an area in my map. Because there was no fill adjacent filter for MC Edit at the time, and I needed to make a series of glass domes that were all part of the same, dome.
Okay.
What do
They
you
were
mean by
hollow.
fill adjacent? Do you mean like fill one block
Like,
type?
If I wanted to, I want to change all snow blocks that are right next to air with stone brick. Let's say.
I
there-
swear
there
that
was-
that functionality still doesn't exist.
Somebody actually did make a filter for me to do that.
Oh wow, you should send me that. I would love
it's
to
on
have
the
that.
if you go over to the MC Edit, there's an MC Edit filters thread in the Minecraft tools section.
Yeah.
It's posted there. It's a couple pages back.
Okay.
But there was no way for me to do that. So what I did was I hollowed it all out with those glass spheres.
Yeah.
Then there was just that problem where all the spheres had that glass still attached to them.
Yeah.
So it was just a bunch of separate spheres. So
Yeah.
I changed all the air inside of it to water, and all of the glowstone that was outside of the spheres to lava, and then removed the glass, and then
That's a
just
pretty
let
clever idea.
whatever blocks created it. I then later turned those into glass, turned the water into air, and turned the lava back to glowstone. So that was how I made the initial version of one of my areas.
I did,
Once the fill adjacent block became available, then I
Rage quit.
But just until that point, I was so happy because I felt so brilliantly clever for coming up with that.
Yeah. I did discover this filter called Hollow,
Yeah,
which was just amazing. And I'd make a structure, then I'd select like a region around it, and then I'd use the hollow one, and I'd specify it so that it had like a gap of air around the structure, and it would make like really impressive looking things where the like cave around the outside of the structure would be in the exact same shape of the structure but larger.
yeah.
And it just looked so cool.
I might have to give that a shot. That would be pretty handy.
I actually used it in Deep Sea Terminal.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
We had a conversation with this earlier today, Orange, about in Emerald Dream 3, what was the mine area called?
Infested Tracks.
Infested Tracks, which who was it I think didn't like it? I think
I
every
think Fangar
host,
didn't like it.
That was
every
me.
host except
That
for
area.
me hated the area.
I love
My
that.
problem was the
You're
cart
not a
was
host.
so hard to push, and cart
To be-
was so hard to push, and those spawners, that minecart spawners that spawn spawners, were spawning a little too fast for my taste. So it would literally be I'd destroy a spawner, 3 more would appear.
Oh.
Even
I did
and-
put a little hint that says you can shoot the minecart.
Yeah, I saw that. I tried to shoot it. Problem was there were so many mobs they'd be in my.
Well, you
Really,
can shoot from quite far away, so you can just get out of aggro range.
Yeah, it was just
that area.
I found it so difficult to get through. I made the attempt to just carry the cart with me, only to discover that I actually needed the minecart to be with me to be able to do anything.
Yeah, because it's a
So-
minecart spawner that it detects, not a regular
Yeah.
minecart.
I was quite saddened about that because I just wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Some people seem to really like that area. I've had
Me.
someone on my forum say that it was their favorite area, so I don't think I'm gonna change
I didn't
it.
see it on the forums.
I think the only thing that you really need to do is just cool down how fast the spawners spawn. That I felt like the tick was just a little too
Yeah.
quick.
The ones that spawn the actual monsters, they are meant
Oh,
to
those-
spawn really fast, just so that the golems can
Yeah.
take them out, and you're only really
The
meant
other
to.
thing was I couldn't remember how iron golems worked, so I was really suspicious about actually hitting the golems
Yeah,
because I know how strong they are. They could basically kill me in a couple of shots if I
Yeah.
pissed them off. So I was really suspicious about actually hitting them.
yeah. I was
So,
kind of
I
hoping the minion cohesive rails were enough of a hint. I don't know if you.
See,
Yeah.
I wanted to use it, but at the same time, I was just really suspicious that actually bothering to hit them would piss them off and they'd kill
Yeah.
me.
What
was
I
hilarious.
did was I put a tag on them that makes them player created, which means it'll never attack you, which is pretty
That's smart.
handy.
That was hilarious. I was shooting a skeleton in Ima Capes, and
Yeah.
spider jumped right in front of me. And because he jumped in front of me, I killed the spider and didn't take any damage from either of them.
Cool, actually.
Kind of perfect. All right,
That was
yeah.
my- or just because you had to the whole idea that you had to push the mining cart and there were healing spawners and everything. It really made the area tie together for me. I don't know.
It felt like a proper adventure.
Yeah.
It was generic obligatory mine area. That would be it. And it was. I mean, but it's better than that. It's like an amazing mine area.
It was a solid mine area. It was definitely very good. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
My
I
problem-
beat the area
Did you all saw it in the non-stone version, didn't you? The one with mushroom blocks and stuff. Apart from Carrot. Carrot saw it in the stone version.
Oh, there's stuff and there's a different version.
Yeah, in the updated version, it's made of like mushroom blocks and stuff, and it looks much
yeah,
nicer.
I liked that a lot better.
Mine. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
if it
say
was
when I was
really tough, I hated it.
doing the beta testing, it was how am I gonna say this? The guy who's making the amazing looking map at the moment, Copair or
Corpe. Yeah, for Corpe.
Corpair, whatever. he made a video that's like an hour long where he went through every area and he was like, this doesn't look very nice, this looks nice, this could be bigger, this could look nicer, and he commented on gameplay as well, but the main thing I kind of took into account was the things he said about the aesthetics, so a lot of it got improved. Like the lava area looked terrible before.
That's actually why I really like Ron Smalik, even if he doesn't play even if he's not like the greatest at playing the CTM maps, just getting him to fly through your map in creative and tell you what he thinks looks good and what looks like shit is like one of the greatest things you can do for your map.
Yeah.
I agree.
Has he put up videos?
I think he is. We had him aesthetic beta test for Pantheon. It was one of the most helpful things I've had.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hybrid will probably disagree with me. It's okay.
So, speaking of things that need beta testing and a lot, some better transitions. How about that Pantheon thing?
What about Pantheon? Sorry, you just broke up in the middle of that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what you're saying.
Oh, come on. I try to do a transition and it doesn't come through.
Yeah, we couldn't understand you. But yeah, let's finalize our thoughts on Emerald Dream 3. I think the adventure element was really strong and very well designed. I thought that was very clever. The story was strong. Just some of the last couple of areas just got a little too cluster-y in terms of maps.
I'm going to be releasing an update pretty soon. And also, that you mentioned a portal glitch. That has definitely been fixed. I figured out how to fix it, which is cool.
Good. Yeah, I had to MC edit, which I felt almost bad about. I can't feel bad about that. I'll pretend I was guilty about having to do that.
Oh no, I'm on fire.
Ricky Bobby!
Okay.
On fire!
Oh, there's a chest here.
Yeah, I really loved how we came back to that village numerous times. I think a lot of other people would too, because it was something completely different.
And it's not like it changed drastically. That's what I liked about it. It was subtle.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't think it was realistic for it to be like, to change so much that you don't even recognize it. It made sense for it to just be like.
That I walked into the area and because I played the whole map in John Smith, because John Smith is the best texture pack. When I first walked into the new version, I was like, something feels different here. I'm not sure what yet. There's something different. And then I walked into the village and I'm like, that's what's different.
Yeah.
Now, admittedly, when I first got the coins, I spent 20 minutes running around that area, expecting there to be a mob that dropped coins that I could find.
No, I wanted them to be a finite resource.
Yep. I liked that too. That they weren't particularly rare, but there was still some effort that you had to go through to get.
I want it to be like, you have to early at the first point when you get coins, you have to choose what you want to get, and your main choices would be enchanting table, netherwart, or iron armor or something.
I went enchanting table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed 75 things.
Yeah. It's quite a lot, but you'd only have to go through 2 or 3 areas to get that.
You didn't actually. There was enough coins in just that first area for an enchanting table.
Yeah.
Yeah, there probably were actually, but when I was testing, I
got the enchanting table after area 1.
Yeah.
Quite a good investment.
I never went to, when I was beta testing, like when I was doing my own testing, I never collected every coin just because I don't expect everyone else to.
I collected so many coins, man.
Yeah.
I went hunting for those suckers.
When I played through the map, the first time, I just spent it on like bows and stuff, and then I died and I had like nothing, and then I restarted and played it smart.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked the resource system. I think that was one of the strongest points. It's actually something that I've kind of started taking into account in terms of my map. You kind of inspired me with that. In that I'm making some objects that you can find throughout the map that aren't specifically useful until you find what they're actually used for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can be any more vague.
No, that makes 100% sense.
Yeah, it's just they're resources that you can find a use for later, but otherwise you.
Yeah. I mean, if people want to use my coins, they can make beacons. Have fun with that.
Yeah, yeah. What I did actually was I'm using renamed things like renamed buttons, renamed.
Yeah.
I used some
Oh,
unobtainable
crap.
blocks that have been renamed. Like the piston head block that just looks like
Yeah.
a really awkward thing.
Yep.
I used that as something called a tepid tile.
Can you
which-
place them, or do they just disappear?
Nope,
They-
you can't even place them. They just stay in your inventory.
Oh, that's
And for
good.
some people, they crash.
No, they cannot crash you. I've been testing that.
What it is
Was-
that if you have one in your map and it's the wrong data value. Oh god, there's a blaze. No, get out of here.
Those are actually a different type of piston.
Yeah. Oh, there's two
That is-
types, like 34.
Ceto
Oh god, no! I'm gonna die. Sorry.
We can't listen to you die. A lot.
Blazes, skeleton. Oh god. I think I made it out. Okay, carry on.
I think we might as well just get the Pantheon.
Okay.
Because I don't know how long this has been, and I don't want this to be 3 hours.
I'm just gonna quickly say, I'm gonna have to give a thanks to the Great Fish for inspiring me to make this map, Keystone. If you want to check him out, just type that into YouTube, I guess. So yeah, he was a big help coming up with the story, and I was talking to him, like discussing ideas. So yeah. Anyway, on to Pantheon.
I gotta first tell a story. It involves Pantheon, and it's about the podcast.
Yep.
So, the podcast was originally came up because of me and Fang having a discussion, and that was the day we met. We were there, and I mentioned to him on the forums, talk about how I didn't enjoy Pantheon. I really didn't, and I'll come out and say that. And we flew around the map. Well, I flew around and we talked about it a lot for like 3 hours or something.
Mhm.
And
A while.
I said to Fang, why didn't I record this and put it up as like a podcast or something? And then you started making fun of my accent.
No, I didn't start making fun of your accent. I started making fun of really Newfie accents because I know some Newfies.
I'm holding my accent back.
Are you? Oh, you should see the evil, finger tapping that I'm doing right now.
But I'm still waiting on him to make fun of me again for it. But I said, you know what, screw it, we're starting a CTM podcast. And he agreed with it, and then we said, alright, who else do we want to get? We asked Dylan, and originally Cater, before he kills me, was going to be
Kiter, always Kiter.
was going to be our guest for episode 1. And we decided, you know what, let's just add him as another host with us. And that's really how the podcast came out, was because of your map. And before we start the Pantheon discussion, I gotta give a quote to someone who couldn't be here with us today, by the name of Cater. And
He died in a horrific accident involving creepers and some
yeah,
large places.
yeah. So, and I quote: "Pantheon wasn't the best map, but it was definitely a good proof of concept."
Fair enough. All right, now I begin the song of who was in the map.
Go for it. Everyone, shut up.
Time to slide, 0 Thomas Zap, 121 King Kiter, Leaf Cake, Loogie, Gold Fusion Gaming, Batawin, Isaac Barden, Amelon, Zek, Jam, Lup, 2 Fang, Ride, Vex, with additional work and creating by Hybrid, Brandon, and Pepper, Acnid, Ranarix, Pop Map, Landlord, Exo Legendary, G, Scan, Redson Wizard, Dirty Sock, Wizard, White Blade. Done!
It's official. I am going to be
What?
down. I'm going to be downloading this episode of the podcast and editing that to be our intro.
That's my ringtone.
Hey, Vanguard, did you guys have it on like a server, or did you send save filed everyone, or what?
We I was forced to compile all of it.
They all made areas,
Yeah.
and then they said, "We hate you. You are the one who has to do it."
Right.
Yeah, it was basically everybody
Oh god,
made
there's
areas,
lava there.
and then I got dumped. All the areas got dumped on me to compile, even though I have a efficient computer. I didn't really care. It wasn't really that big, actually. But
This map maker is a
yeah,
dick.
that was just
Not
kind of how
you.
it went. Everybody made their areas and then just handed them in.
Yeah, and you had to do like when we were talking. Misty Deep. That's the one you remade, right?
I didn't remake it. The original creator remade it, so it's not.
You know what I mean.
It's not like anything crazy happened.
Right.
But we were there, and you were talking about how the new area was a lot bigger, and it actually went right through someone else's wall box.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty funny, actually.
So how'd you fix it?
I haven't yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna actually move Misty Deep to somewhere else.
Like another intersection?
No, just to another. We have a lot of empty space in the map for that specific reason, actually. Just so that if we need to, we can move things around.
I really like
exactly
Pantheon.
what we're doing.
What I'm wondering is, how did you go about compiling it? Did you just take
what we did
chunks
was
of
we
it and
did each
import it in?
intersection. Yeah, we did each intersection. Everybody would upload their stuff as schematics, and then I would stick them together in MC Edit to make each intersection. I didn't compile all of the intersections. I did 5 and 3, I think. 4 was actually too large for me to handle on my old computer
See,
because of an area called Colossus Deverantum.
Yeah.
Which
that, yeah.
we fixed.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the one?
I've still not fixed it, actually.
But we figured out the problem.
Yeah, it has a massive chunk error now.
Yeah.
But it didn't at the time.
See, what I would have done was I would have made a giant map and then given people make the whole thing void, give people parts of it, and then just had it all linked up by command blocks, so that basically
it is linked up by command blocks. But what we were thinking about doing that, and then we realized that it kind of shuts down people's creative.
Well, no, you just space them really far apart and then delete the empty chunks in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, and then it would allow people to use relative coordinates and stuff on their spawners without it being bad.
Luckily, if you made an area and you had a specific relative teleport, you had to fix it in the that was kind of our rule.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But now,
it would have screwed up anything I made if I'd done that.
My role was originally brought on as the aesthetics guy. I was going to just basically go in and fix up how everything looked. And then Hybrin's like, hey, blah blah blah. Somebody backed out. You want the spot? I'm like, sure. I started making an area. That person came back. So I ended up stealing brown wool.
Which I loved.
It was evil.
That was the ultimate grinder.
It is a hell of a grinder. It is literally just stacks of bridges made out of mob spawners. That should give you a general idea. But yeah, that was just kind of how I ended up joining the team, and now I'm kind of the person that's doing all of the beta feedback and fixing up everything.
Right.
Carrot, you're being awfully quiet. Why say something?
Well, I don't know. I guess I really like Pantheon Light. That was the best map ever.
That was the best map. You all should definitely play it.
Yeah.
I was really excited to be able to play it, and then I saw it was 1 megabyte, and then I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm still actually considering doing it.
I think you
I
should.
really hope to.
Not sure. Still not sure if we're the time.
I would love to play that.
And then maybe Orange can beat it.
I'm sure I could beat Pantheon. I'm pretty experienced, even if I haven't played many maps.
I've done it. I'm just so tired of doing it. I don't want to do it again.
I'm not playing it for you ever again. I've played it 6 times.
Fair enough.
If I beat Waking Up and Nightmare Realms, would that make me able to beat Pantheon?
No.
Early areas, sure.
Right.
Late areas, maybe a little more tricky.
Oh god, is there silverfish here too? Oh no.
That's it.
Oh yes, there
What
are.
area are you in, Orange?
The one with lava and TNT.
I just finished that area.
So under this obsidian block, there must be a silverfish spawner.
Did you guys get an enchantment table anytime yet?
No, not yet.
So yeah.
Okay. So what else do we have to say about that map?
I think you all should play Pantheon and die to it a lot, but I'm really in need of feedback for it because I want to make sure that it is the best experience that you play. In terms of, a CTM map, because we have over 20 of us have put over a year's worth of effort into this map, and it's It's a hell of a map.
Did
one thing to,
X? How do you say his name? X Jack. Make
yeah,
an area.
Vex
Yeah.
expanding area. I expanded on Vex's area.
Here's what I don't know. Why was Orange not called upon?
I wasn't
Because
really
the
part of the community at that point. I
Way
didn't think.
early in development, long before Orange started making, anything.
I can't imagine what an area I'd make for a map like that would be. It'd be like
Yeah.
completely different to everyone else's.
I'm making. Well, it doesn't actually matter. I'm actually in Project 2, which I'm now finally allowed to speak about, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm getting
Yeah,
killed
you-
by silverfish.
But you completely spoiled a bunch of it to me.
I didn't actually. I lied to you about a lot of it. And,
So it's gonna be same like ROM hack,
it's what?
like ROM hack difficulty.
It's fairly difficult in my opinion. It's just. I definitely think it's going to be very difficult, but it's going to be difficult in a different way from the original game,
Right.
which is very much our intent. We're taking a lot of the feedback we got from Pantheon 1 and kind of streamlining it. One thing that I'm pretty happy with that we're talking about doing is just the way we're how do I say this? We're doing everything we can to make it feel less like a collection of mini-maps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because right now, the original Pantheon is a collection of mini-maps. That's the best way to look at it. And what we're trying to do is change that feeling to something more like, this is really a full map. So a lot of the areas are going to feel a lot more interconnected. It rewards returning to different places. Things will change as you progress.
Ah.
Not quite in the same way as Emerald Dream. But things will definitely change.
Oh, and I'm gonna die from burning.
Did you get
Oh.
the fire resistance potion?
Yeah. I just didn't want to use it. I didn't die.
Good. I just arrived at intersection 2. Yeah,
what I want to
if you
test.
didn't hear us say that at the start. We're all playing I'm a Caverns while we're.
Besides me, I'm PvP.
Yeah.
Besides him.
What I
And I'm-
want to try out at some point is what happens if you make a spawner spawn a block into a chunk that's not loaded. Because that would be really interesting, having areas change using that.
Crash the game.
It might do.
It might.
I think it possibly, because maybe it'd force that chunk to load. I don't know.
It's one way of looking at it.
Or it might just not work.
Yeah, or it might just not do it.
Because if it forced a chunk to load, one extra chunk loading wouldn't be too big a deal. Because you already have it on your internal server, like a 16 by 16, no,
Yeah.
8
Now,
by
the
8
catch
chunk
would be
loading.
is if somebody's computer isn't that great and things just really start changing,
Yeah.
then that could be problematic.
Yeah, if
But
it if
at
I
the
had
same
like
time, that's really something worth investigating.
yeah, I should do a video on that and be like, hey, I'm the first person to think of this, even though I'm probably not. That's the way it always
Now,
goes.
I know this wasn't actually supposed to be a topic, but I want to bring up that Uncharted Territories 3 is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Throw that out there right now.
Have you played some of it, like a beta or something?
No, I haven't, but just some of the Amlop's been talking to me about some of the stuff that he's doing for it, and I'm not going to spoil any of it because I respect the secrecy clause that I don't actually have on me. But it's just some of this stuff that he's told me about is so freaking creative.
Now,
I mean,
I gotta warn
he
you,
mentioned he
right?
was going to use Block 36 loads, but I don't know if that's true.
I think he will.
Because I think it's a
he-
little bit limited unless you're teleporting people around.
Yeah, but some of the mobs he's designed, and then just a few things that he found in NBT code is really exciting in my opinion.
Wait, he's found
Oh.
more things.
Yeah, one of them being some really entertaining jukebox-based stuff.
Oh, I know
Oh,
about
he showed
that.
that in the video.
I knew about that before he made the video.
Same.
Another thing is just some custom mobs that I think will be very, very interesting.
Yeah.
What, to fight or just to see how people take it?
I've had an idea, which is to have a mob with an ender crystal on it. I don't know if that would
Oh.
cause loads of lag, but I mean,
I
if you
think
like
that
shot it, it would blow up.
Potentially crash because
It-
ender crystals seem really volatile. terms
What
of-
it is if an ender crystal isn't on top of a block, it hasn't got like a block inside it. It attempts to light any block nearby. Like a flint and steel, it would attempt to light the block like a flint and steel every tick, so it causes a bit of a problem.
Yeah, that would be possibly awkward. I made a mob that I posted on this CTM Central that was basically a creeper.
Yeah.
But it's a zombie. I think.
Does the prime TNT on its head, does it like blow up after a certain time, or does it only blow up when it drops?
It blows up after a certain time, so it's like a suicide zombie. Slowly walks
You'd have to
in.
put that in the right place, otherwise you just have like a spawner randomly blow up.
Yeah, that's the problem. What I'm thinking about doing with it is positional data, so that it spawns far enough away from the spawner so that they'll keep being able to spawn.
You could always have like a spawner in the air that spawns a spawner that spawns the zombie, so that the spawner doesn't get blown up.
I don't want them to be too difficult, and I'm not even sure where or if I'd use them, just because I don't like blowing up my areas, because I spend so much time making them look pretty, only to have them blow up. But at some point, I definitely think they'd be very funny to use. Just because they're a creeper that blows up regardless of if you're near to them or not.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking with like the ender crystal idea, is if you had a creeper with an ender crystal on it, you'd have to melee. Well, if you meleeed it, it'd be extremely dangerous. If you shoot it, you're going to blow up something. And if you just let it blow up, it's going to blow up anyway, and then the crystal will probably blow up afterwards.
Yeah. I can't spoil it. I can't say it. There's just
go ahead.
Do it.
It's Amlups. I'm not gonna do it to him.
Fang. Come on, you got this.
It involves some mob stacking. It's some really wicked mob stacking that he came up with that I've
not
partially.
a mob stack with like 10 gas on top of each other.
Two things. One, he's not gonna watch.
Are they
this.
actually mobs, or
It's
are they
creative
entities
mob stacking,
stacked?
Creative
Because
mob stacking.
as long as, pardon,
The stuff that he came up with is some pretty creative mob stacking.
some of them non-mobs in the stack.
Yes, there are some non-mobs in the stack.
Okay. Yeah, there are lots
I
of
think
things
the
you
way
can
he did
do.
it is cool. I've stolen it partially for my own use, but I'm not doing it in even remotely the same way as him. But I did thank him in the map for the idea.
All I have to say is the fact that I guarantee he's not going to watch this.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna just betray his brilliance.
Yeah. Don't do it if you don't want to.
Yeah. But
Agreed.
I'm just gonna say, I think Uncharted Territories 3 is gonna be really cool. Very creative.
One thing I'm going to say is I hope he's not trying to stack fireworks on top of mobs, because that causes some pretty heavy glitches.
Yeah, no, that's not what he's doing. That would, if it worked though, that would be cool. Like you kill.
It would.
Yeah,
I had two ideas. One, basically a mob riding a firework, so that it essentially flies up into the air, but that doesn't work.
That would be hilarious.
Basically, what happens is the mob just flies up in the air, then the game crashes. And if you have the firework riding the mob, it creates a ghost mob that is just permanently there.
That's also really funny.
That's a really good idea.
But they build up
I want to
and
do that because I've been looking for a way to create ghosts.
but they go as soon as the game gets exited.
Yeah, but they'd respawn.
Yeah. It's kind of cool, but you also have the firework stays there permanently as well.
I really might have to try that out.
I don't know if it would cause any crashes though, that's the thing. It might do.
Yeah, that would be the thing I would be worried about.
Yeah. I kind of don't like exploiting glitches, so that's why I don't use things like that.
I mean, if it gets fixed, yeah, that would shut it down. But ever since they changed the way that you can teleport mobs, in that they don't leave that ghost there for a few seconds, I've been looking for a way to make a proper ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you know how previously you could teleport a mob and it would show up for half a second and then vanish?
Yeah.
And since you can't do that anymore.
Oh, that's the victory monument. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go there.
The Rainbow Monument, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Pretty lame name. Sorry, guy, but nah.
Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about Amicap Caves now.
Are you sure? How far are you guys?
I'm at the monument-y thing.
Finished the yellow wolf.
Okay. But see, I don't care how far you are. Let's just talk about it. And that's how I feel. What do you guys think of what you've seen?
I think it's okay. So far, there's just an obscene overuse of fire.
I felt like it was somewhat bland in places.
It doesn't exactly scream like innovation. That's like there's nothing that I wouldn't have seen in another map so far. I don't think.
Job,
It certainly has some pretty good-looking areas.
Yeah, they look quite nice. I liked the swamp area. I really like that one.
I like that. That was good.
And
I do not like this tower that I'm dealing with right now.
I like the last area, and I don't know if I should mention it because I don't know if you guys want me to.
I don't mind. Just say it.
Alice.
The last area is a giant statue of the map maker. And he's made of stuff like diamond blocks, walls, gold, stuff like that. And it's just the hardest. It's just a bunch of hard mobs, and it's just a really well done area. Like it wasn't. It might be hard mobs, but it wasn't overpowered.
Well, this is cool. The monument area has like little streams and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really.
I was hunting for a wool there, but I didn't see one.
There's like a tunnel underneath, which looks really cool. And I'm stuck on a water flow.
Oh, is there a wool in there?
No.
I don't know. There's just a tunnel. I haven't explored it yet. Oh, what's this? It goes down.
Holy crap! How many zombies did you spawn, man?
But,
I wonder
the
if he
map
had
is-
like a. Oh, there's something in here.
Here's my opinion on it. The map is very, very well done, especially for a first map. But,
Yeah, this is better than my first map, I'd say, in some ways.
no offense, but yes. True. Very true.
When the creator says it, you don't have to say no offense.
That's obsidian! Damn it! Damn you! There's
just
obsidian
break
on
the
top of
block
this
next to it.
chest. I'm gonna break the chest. Was there nothing in it?
It's just there to get mobs to spawn, isn't it? Not sure.
Oh,
which one
there's
you're talking
TNT,
about,
but it didn't go off.
flying through. Or not literally flying, but just running.
Wait, why is there TNT? Oh crap! I blew it. I lit it. No. I'm dead.
I feel like you're listening to an LP without video.
Yeah, I usually don't watch.
I
LPs, so
really.
don't-
I just did something so stupid. I saw a TNT trap and I broke the torch that was inverting it, and I blew up.
I don't even know what TNT trap you're talking about because the only TNT
It's
I've
at the
set off
monument.
are already killed. Oh, is there?
Yeah, if you like, there's a tunnel directly underneath the monument, and if you go down in the center of it, there's like a little bit that goes down, and there's a chest in it with obsidian on top of it. And if you break the chest and then break the torch behind it, it all blows up. But I don't see the point in it because it's not
Anything
going to
useful
kill
in the
you
chest?
unless you are stupid like me.
Well,
I think the
probably
map
for that
is-
exact reason. Now that you mention it, like, if you go fiddling around with it, it might kill you.
I think it's a good map, to be honest. Especially for a
I'm
first one.
enjoying what I'm playing. I just
Yeah.
am annoyed with the overuse of fire.
But I do feel like they need some work, but it's a first map. Hell, I think my map's gonna be that good when it starts.
It's definitely a good first map. I will very
Yeah.
much agree with that.
Got solid
Yeah, but-
gameplay.
It's a very strong entry.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did
If
find
Joe
from
has not played a number of CTM maps before making this, I will be even further impressed. Though I'm pretty sure he has.
he's done some reviews.
Yeah. I've seen him about.
What is Draco's in-game name?
I have no
It's
idea.
a Draco Nix.
Ask him.
Because if so, he just killed me with a TNT cannon.
No, I played on him with the server with Skeeto and him and a few other people, and it's Drago Rogue, I think.
Alright.
Yeah. I forgot about that server.
Because he is kicking our ass with the spread cannon, and it's not fun.
I always hate that
Good for
when
him.
somebody with like an amazing cannon. So we're supposed to talk
Okay.
about
This area, and I'm right now. I'm not liking it. Just tunnels with spawners.
Yeah, I looked at that.
Lava
I was
under
impressed.
tunnels. Great. Anyway, spider.
by three.
The last area of the entire map that was so hard for a lot is gonna. I don't think a lot of people are gonna finish it. Is the problem. which is sad to say.
I finished Emerald Dream, and there was the clusterfuck with the white wool. Or no, a
White
snow
wolf.
area.
Snow area, yeah.
It was white, okay? I'm getting my locations mixed up.
I mean,
You sure
what-
that's a location?
What parts of that was it the outside bit or the
It
inside
was the interior.
Yeah.
As soon as you walked inside the obsidian building, it was just spawner, 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 spawner,
Yeah.
spawner, spawner.
Oh, I have to mention something because he told me to mention it. Our friend couldn't be here. He goes by the name of Dylan, or the facetious folk. He told me to say that he beat Minesweeper on advanced mode or something.
Yeah, he's a badass at
He's
Minesweeper.
pro at that kind of stuff.
Yet I beat him by like 6 times earlier in beating that. But he wanted me to mention that.
Well, tell him he's a true Minesweeper pro.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's like 3 in the morning for him there.
Orange, what time is it?
Let me look behind me. It's 25 past
Oh my god, more
midnight.
quiche.
So it's 25 past midnight for Dylan.
Mhm.
For Fang, it is like
It's only 7:30.
7:21, and for me
Yeah,
it's
Good time
8:51.
zone. Are you a Canadian or are you American?
He's an American.
Oh,
I'm in Ohio,
okay,
so
cool.
I'm really close to Canada.
Are you don't border on Toronto, obviously, but
No, Michigan does, but I am a 10-minute drive technically if I wanted to from Canada.
oh, cool. That's neat. What
Or from Michigan, not Canada.
what province would you be touching?
Ohio doesn't touch a province.
Oh, right, you touch Michigan, which touches another.
Yeah.
Okay.
I touch Michigan, which touches the province.
Oh my god, he has not made fun of me this whole time.
I haven't yet.
Let's
Well,
change that.
We're just about done.
You know, I could just start going into the accent there. If you really wanted me.
That's more of a Scottish. Actually, never
That
mind.
really, that really was a bit more of a Scottish accent.
Cross doesn't sound that bad.
No, I really like the Scottish accent actually. It's not
Me
only
too.
like to imitate, but it's just so sexy. Girls with Scottish accents are like
Everything sounds better in a British accent. So much more.
Karen Gillan. Karen Gillan is the hottest actress on the planet because of her
I'm
accent.
not sure if I actually have like a proper British accent. Accent.
Yeah.
I
Pretty proper, but
depends on what sort of British accent, because there are quite a few. I don't really know. I'm kind
like
of
one I
Somerset
you know,
accent, I suppose. If you know what a Somerset
Yeah,
accent is.
I could not differentiate them.
Oh.
You know, because this is really how I sound when I try to do a British accent, and that's really the best.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I sound like I was coming from, but that's just.
Yeah.
It's how
Well,
my
that kind of
British
sounds more like a. I don't know. I'm not very good with my accents, but just a posh accent maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I have to say though, my favorite type of British accent, and I think every British person I know will yell at me for this. I think that the Geordie accent is awesome.
Maybe.
Geordie?
I don't know why. It's just it sounds so good to my ears. But all of the British people I know always make fun of people with Geordie accent.
Because they're funny.
They are, but it's such a good, cool accent. It's like I wish I had that accent, man.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about Uncharted Territory 2 or?
No.
Do we have the time? How long have we been recording?
I can't tell without closing it. Hang on.
We've been on the call for about an hour since I left, so we started about 10 minutes after that. So probably about 50 minutes.
Well, do
Alright.
anyone have anything else they'd like to say?
I have a map.
Not a map. Something I
map
want to
too.
say.
Peanut brittle.
Tacos are amazing, and
My ginger.
half the people in this conversation are vegetarians. They don't eat our good
Wait,
tacos.
seriously?
I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm a vegetarian. Okay, so yeah, half of us.
About the jukebox thing with Amlop, I'm not 100% sure how that is going to be used, apart from just in a slightly, like, if you know that they can hold other things, then
Well,
you're going to get free loot. That's the only advantage.
I noticed something too when he was telling me about it. You can adjust the redstone signal that comes out of it based on
what disc
put an
is in
item
it.
and then tell it what the redstone distance you want that item to output.
You'd have to tell it what
You can
disc it
actually
was,
do some
wouldn't you?
tracks with that.
Because it only detects what disc it is, so you'd have to tell it what disc it
Well,
was.
see, no, that you don't do that. You can when you open a jukebox, you can put, let's say you put a piece of pork in it. You can now tell the jukebox that pork will output a comparator distance of 6.
Ooh.
But players can't put items into jukeboxes unless
Players
they're...
can. You can put pork in there and tell it to output 6, and then if they put a disc in that is higher than 6, you could set off an explosion. Or open up a secret area, or teleport them somewhere, give them something.
Surely you could just not put anything in it and then use some redstone to make it do that anyway.
Oh yeah, you still could, but I think it's very entertaining that you can basically tell a jukebox how long you want the signal to be.
That's true.
Is
you
it a
can hide
tag
it.
that doesn't exist on the wiki? Because I've never heard of like...
I think it is, because I don't think it's on the wiki, but I know it exists.
Maybe it's like the quantity. That's the only thing I can think of, because comparators detect quantity.
I don't
Did
know,
he
I
tell
haven't-
you
I
how
haven't-
it works, or did he just say there's a tag?
Yeah, but I can't remember, because I feel really bad.
Because quantity would work, because if it can only fit one stack of items in it, if you had a 64 stack, it would output a 16 signal strength redstone.
Yeah. But apparently there's some way you can tell it how much distance you want it to output.
Because you
which I
could just tell it what record it has in, and then not put a record in it. Put something else in it instead. That would work. The game wouldn't know until it got updated.
Yeah.
That's
So is
probably
that
how
all
it's
we have
done.
to
That's
say?
actually possibly the way he was talking about.
I suppose so.
Well, I first gotta say this. I recorded a video earlier with some people. Carrot, you're one of them. You know what we're talking about. Some games. And it will be going up on CTM channel probably Monday.
Alright.
Ah,
Because it's every one of them are CTM community people.
yeah,
And I'll be releasing a mini map in a couple of weeks.
yeah.
And make a trailer. But, well, if that's
Yeah,
all... anyone have anything
I
else
could
they wanna
say that I'm going to be releasing a map making series pretty soon. I've got the introduction video uploaded. This is going to cover things like MC Edit and MBT Edit and all that stuff. It's going to be
Right, you can
focused on CTM map making, but a lot of the stuff will apply to adventure maps and PvP maps as well. I'm not going to limit myself to just CTM map kind of explaining stuff. So, yeah.
I guess I am also just about done my map too. So, yeah, To Greener Pastures. Using a farm map.
Yeah.
Look up for that too.
Yeah, mine.
That map
it's
looks
almost
really
done.
interesting.
Thank you.
I like the way the monument looks.
Carrot's the one who's taking a look at my map, right?
Yeah, I helped out a bit.
Did I
Did
send it to
you-
either of you?
I don't think you've sent it to me yet. I will definitely check it out if you send it to me.
Alright, I'll send it to you after we finish here.
Yeah.
But,
Alright.
so that means then a second, because I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I've been the Oswald HHH. Come on, you're supposed to finish.
Someone else say something.
You're all supposed to say goodbye in your own way.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna go map now. You guys have fun.
Right.
Yeah,
He
it's
really
going
went fat.
mapping. Ask
I'm gonna
you
go
about
map.
it.
It's gonna be great.
Bye.
He's going to map all
Bye.
over the place.
Very well,
Yep.
all of you lovely people.
Bat, 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 bat.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.